Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well. And we're going to get back to our 1983 Strat-O-Matic Card&Dice tournament. And in this matchup, we have the number 14 seed in the Sweet 16 round, Oakland Athletics, who are 74-88. They won their way into the Sweet 16. Taking on the Detroit Tigers, who had a bye. And they're the 3 seed at 92-70. Pitching for the Oakland A's is Tim Conroy, and his record is 7-10 with a 3.94 earned run average. He'll be opposed on the mound by the Detroit Tigers, Jack Morris, who was a 20-game winner in 1983. 20-13 with a 3.34. All right, let's get to the starting lineups and roll some baseball. I like to say welcome to Jack Dawson, Robbie Wartburg. Check out Jack Dawson and Robbie Wartburg's channels. They're absolutely wonderful. Fan-O-Matic is at the ballpark along with Larry Harris. Good to see you all. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. As I take a sip of water. All righty. For the Oakland Athletics, the winner in this game advances to the Elite Eight in our 1983 Card&Dice tournament. This is my original Strat-O-Matic side. For the Oakland Athletics, Ricky Henderson leads off. He'll play left field. Mike Davis bats second. He's in right. Carney Lansford bats third and plays the hot corner for the Athletics. Murphy's in center field. He'll bat fourth. Davey Lopes, a former Dodger, bats fifth. He'll play second base. Gross is at first base and will bat sixth. Heath will do the catching, batting seventh. The designated hitter is Hancock, and the shortstop is Hill. That rounds out the Oakland Athletics order. For the 1983 Detroit Tigers, Trammell will lead things off at shortstop. Enos Cabell will be at first, batting second. Lou Whitaker will play second and bat third. Larry Herndon's in left. He's the cleanup hitter. Lance Parrish will do the catching and bat fifth. Chet Lemon is in center field, batting sixth. In right field, batting seventh is Wilson. John Walkenfuss, one of my favorite names to say in baseball, will be the designated hitter. He'll bat eighth. And Castillo will bat ninth and play third. Jerry Mathers as the Beaver. So here we go. Jack Morris is on the mound. And we'll try to avoid knocking over the little pins. And here's Ricky Henderson. Ricky, don't lose my number. Ricky Henderson in 1983. 292 batting average. 9 homers, 7 triples. 25 doubles. And he was a base-stealing machine. So here's Ricky, right-handed batter, facing Jack Morris, right-handed pitcher. Ball game on its way. Here's the pitch to Ricky Henderson. And that is a 3-7 righty-righty matchup. 3-7, that's a walk. So Ricky, don't lose my number. He's at first base. And he's a AAA base stealer. And he'll be off to the races. Lance Parrish is a -3, and a AAA base stealer is a -1. So that is a -4 altogether. 1 through 17, 1 through 13. The A's need Ricky to have a big game. There he goes, and he is out. That's a 14. So Ricky, don't lose my number, is thrown out by Lance Parrish. So a walk and out, stealing 2-6. So 1 out. Ricky Henderson was on the base paths. Nice to know you. There's the bench. And there's 1 away. Actually, that's why I don't do this, because I have to flip the card over here. Now I remember why I don't do that. All right, here's Mike Davis. Davis, the right fielder for the Oakland Athletics, getting back in the groove of Card&Dice. Batted .275, 8 homers, 4 triples, and 24 doubles. Carney Lansford on deck. He's a left-handed batter, Mike Davis. Morris picks up the sign from Parrish. Here's the pitch to Mike Davis. 5-5. Left-handed batter. 5-5. That ball is hit deep to the track. Going back is the right fielder. Making the catch is Wilson. 2 down. Oh, boy. Davis just missed it. Had we rolled a 1, that would have been a solo blast. Instead, it's a deep fly out to right. So there's 2 up, 2 down for Jack Morris. And here comes Carney Lansford. Lansford batted .308, 10 homers, 2 triples, and 16 doubles. Dwayne Murphy is on deck. Lansford's a right-handed batter. Morris looking for a 1-2-3 inning. He rocks and deals to Lansford. 5-5 to Carney Lansford. Righty-righty matchup. 5-5. And that's a 2, and that's going to be a gap shot. That is a double. A 1 would have been a homer. Lansford doubles, keeps the inning alive. So Carney Lansford doubles. And he's at second. Lansford 1 through 14 base runner would be held on, so he's only a +1 with 2 outs, 1 through 15. And here's Dwayne Murphy. Murphy, left-handed batting center fielder, looking to give the A's an early 1-0 lead. They have to take advantage of these opportunities. Not a prolific offense. .227. He did have 17 homers, 2 triples, and 17 doubles. Davey Lopes is on deck. Let's see how Morris handles Dwayne Murphy. Parrish wiggles the fingers. Morris nods his head. The pitch to Dwayne Murphy, 2-8. Right-handed pitcher, 2-8. Fly ball to center field. This will end the inning. Camping, waiting to make the catch is Chet Lemon. And Lansford is stranded at second. We go to the bottom of the first, still scoreless. Due up for the Tigers, Trammell, Cabell, and Whitaker. And they will face Tim Conroy. So the caught stealing really took the A's out of the inning, but we got to take a shot there, in my opinion, and we did. Larry Harris says, as Ricky says something to the ump as he leaves the field. Yes, he was none too happy to be called out. You are correct, Larry Harris. You got to take a shot, 1 through 13. So here's Tim Conroy. He's a left-handed thrower. He'll try to corral this Tiger offense. And here's Alan Trammell to lead things off in the bottom of the first. Alan Trammell, .319, 14 homers, 2 triples, and 31 doubles. Enos Cabell, the former Houston Astro, is on deck. Trammell, a right-handed batter. Conroy picks up the sign from Heath. The pitch to Alan Trammell. 2-9. Off a left-handed pitcher. 2-9, and that's a single. So Alan Trammell singles. He's at first base. Trammell singles. He is an A stealer. Heath is a -2. They will hold him on. We hold everyone on C and above. So that's a -2, and a -2, that's a -4 altogether. 1 through 11. He's going nowhere, so they are holding him on. And here's Enos Cabell. Cabell is a B bunter. And they're holding Cabell, 311, 5 homers, 5 triples, 23 doubles. Lou Whitaker on deck. He's a B bunter. They probably would play for the bunt. We're going to let Cabell swing away. Here's the pitch to Cabell. Trammell's at first. No outs. 4-7. Right-handed batter. 4-7. That's a walk. So Conroy gets himself in a bit of a pickle here. A single and a walk. It's first and second now. Trammell at second. Cabell at first. And here comes Lou Whitaker. Sweet Lou Whitaker. DJ John 444 at the ballpark. How you doing, my friend? Hope all is well. Lou Whitaker 320, 12 homers, 6 triples, 40 doubles. Larry Herndon on deck. First 2 runners on for the Tigers, looking to blow this thing open early. Here's the pitch from Conroy to Whitaker. 2-7. Lefty-lefty matchup. 2-7. Ground ball to third. They'll try to turn 2, but they can't. They'll get the middle runner, as it's going to be first and third with 1 out now, as Cabell is erased from the base paths. Whitaker reaches on the fielder's choice, as that goes 5-4. And Trammell advances to third. So a nice play by Carney Lansford, throwing to Lopes. 1 out. And here comes Larry Herndon. So Trammell at third, Whitaker at first. And the left fielder, Larry Herndon, he's a big boomstick. Herndon, .302 batting average, 20 homers, 9 triples, and 28 doubles. Let's see if Larry Herndon can get things going here. Double play ball will get Conroy out of this mess. The lefty looks in at Heath. Here's the pitch to Larry Herndon. 5-11. Right-handed batter. 5-11. Ground ball X. So that goes back to the pitcher. Conroy is a 2 defender and re-rolled a 5. Let's flip this over. So a 2 and a 5 goes to an error check. He's an E18. We need a high roll here on the E18. And that's an 11. This should get it done. And that's going to be a double play ball. And the inning is over. So Conroy snares it. Throws to Hill, who comes across the bag and fires to Gross at first. And the side is retired. 1-6-3, just what the doctor ordered. Conroy is a happy camper. He comes bounding off the mound to the dugout. That is a huge squander for the Tigers. We're through 1, no score here in Detroit. A big squander. Great job by Conroy to get out of that mess. And the A's dugout breathes a sigh of relief as Jack Morris comes back out to the mound. And Morris will face Lopes, Gross, and Heath in the top of the second. Davey Lopes, the former Dodger, batted .277, 17 homers, 4 triples, and 13 doubles. Wayne Gross on deck. Lopes is a right-handed batter, will face Jack Morris. Parrish wiggles the fingers. Morris kicks and deals to Davey Lopes. 6-4, righty-righty matchup. 6-4. This will be a play for the catcher, Lance Parrish. Parrish, a 1 defender, and we rolled an 18. A 1 and an 18 is a pop-up foul. Parrish throws his mask off. He waits for it. He makes the catch. 1 down as Lopes fouls out to the catcher. Here comes the left-handed batting Wayne Gross playing first base in this game. Itinerary Hobbyist at the ballpark along with Kenny Castro. Check out the wonderful channel of Itinerary Hobbyist. And check out Ken Castro, sports writer extraordinaire. Gross, .233, 12 homers, no triples, 18 doubles. Mike Heath on deck. No score, 1 out, top of the second. Here's the pitch to Wayne Gross. Morris fires in a 4-9. 4-9, left-handed batter, 4-9, swing and a miss. Fooled him with the breaking pitch. That's Morris's first strikeout, so there's 2 outs now. And that will bring up the catcher Mike Heath for the Oakland Athletics. Heath, .281, 6 homers, no triples, 17 doubles. Gary Hancock is on deck. Can Heath get something going here? The pitch to Heath. Morris tosses up 3-11. Righty-righty matchup. 3-11. Ball 4. Parrish tried to frame the pitch, but that is a 2-out walk. Morris frustrated with that call. So Heath is at first. He's a D stealer, but with 2 outs, we'll hold him on. He'll only be a +1, so it's 1 through 11. And here's the left-handed batting designated hitter, Gary Hancock, in there because, well, he bats lefty. Hancock, 273, 8 homers, 3 triples, 7 doubles. I believe he went on to play for the Red Sox or played prior for the Red Sox. Donnie Hill on deck. So Heath will be off on contact. He's got a +1. Hancock digs in that left-hander's batter's box. He awaits the Morris offering. Here's the pitch homeward bound from Jack Morris. 6-7. Left-handed batter. 6-7. Swing and a miss. And the side is retired. The walk does not hurt. Morris strikes out 2. We go to the bottom of the second. Still scoreless here in Detroit. The A's just want to hang around and get an opportunity. That's how they made it to the Sweet 16. So Jack Morris back to the dugout. And here comes Tim Conroy of the Oakland Athletics. He got out of a pickle. Double play ball by Herndon got him out of a very fine mess. Lance Parrish, not Larry, Lance. Lance Parrish will be followed by Chet Lemon and then Wilson, the right fielder. Lance Parrish, a very good catcher in the 80s for the Tigers. One of the best catchers in Major League Baseball in his time period. 269, 27 homers, 3 triples, and 42 doubles. Chet Lemon on deck. Parrish is a right-handed batter, facing the left-handed throwing Tim Conroy. Conroy nods his head. He rocks and fires to Lance Parrish. He challenges him with a fastball. That's a 6-8. Right-handed batter. 6-8. Swing and a miss. He blows the fastball by Parrish. Parrish's helmet almost comes off. 1 down. Good to see all the fine folks in the chat. Hope they're enjoying themselves. And here's Chet Lemon, the former Chicago White Sox, now playing for the Tigers. 255, 24 homers, 5 triples, 21 doubles. Glenn Wilson is on deck, the right fielder. Lemon's a right-handed batter. Conroy nods his head. Heath sets the target. Here's the pitch to Chet Lemon. 1-4. Will it close the door on Chet Lemon? Left-handed pitcher. 1-4. Ground ball to short. Hill has it. He throws to Gross. 2 down. Scoring at home 6-3. Conroy 1 out away from a 1-2-3 inning. He'll have to get through the right fielder, Glenn Wilson. 268, 11 homers, 6 triples, and 25 doubles. John Walkenfuss is on deck, the designated hitter. God, I love saying that name. John Walkenfuss. John Walkenfuss played every position and not well. Here's the pitch to Glenn Wilson. Conroy looking for that 1-2-3 inning. That's a 4-7. Right-handed batter, 4-7, and he won't get it. That's ball 4. So Glenn Wilson battles Conroy and earns a walk. So a 2-out walk for Glenn Wilson. He's an E stealer. They will hold him close with 2 outs, though, so it's only a +1, 1 through 14. And here comes John Walkenfuss. His favorite animal? You guessed it, a platypus. The weak-hitting third baseman Marty Castillo on deck. So Walkenfuss will try to get something done here. 269, 9 homers, 1 triple, 8 doubles. He can catch, he can play first and play third, and he plays them all quite poorly. He's also a poopy left fielder. Had a decent stick, though. Wilson will be off on contact. Here's the pitch to John Walkenfuss, the man who loves platypuses. A 5-2, how do you do? Righty-lefty matchup. So that's a 5-2, and that's a fly ball out to left. This will end the inning as Ricky Henderson makes the catch and pads his thigh. The side is retired. The walk does not hurt. We're through 2. We're scoreless in Detroit. As we go to the top of the third, due up for the A's, Hill. Then the top of the order, Henderson and Davis. DJ says, John Walkenfuss was a fun name to say as a 12-year-old boy. Oh my God, it certainly was. I still enjoy saying the name. John Walkenfuss has a pet platypus. Can you say platypus on YouTube? I think you can. Censors will probably get me on platypus. It's an animal, folks. You can say platypus. I used to say platypus in school all the time. And the teacher would look at me like, what did you say? I said platypus. You can say platypus. It's an animal. It's like a beaver with a crossed with a duck. That's a wild night of drinking, don't you think, between the beaver and the duck? Alrighty. Well, Conroy got through that inning. He's through 2. His point of weakness check comes in the 6th. Here comes Jack Morris back up on the mound, muttering to himself. I'm wondering if John Walkenfuss actually does have a pet platypus. A pet platypus. Oh, boy. All right, leading things off for the Athletics is Donnie Hill, weak-hitting shortstop. Donnie Hill, actually not that bad. 266, 2 homers, no triples, and 7 doubles. We gave him the start over Phillips. He's a switch hitter. He'll bat lefty off the right-handed throwing Jack Morris. Here's the pitch to Donnie Hill. That is a 2-8 to Donnie Hill. Right-handed pitcher, 2-8. Fly ball to center field. That'll be out number 1. Making the catch is Chet Lemon. So 1 out here in the top of the third. We are still scoreless in this Sweet 16 matchup in Detroit. Ricky, don't lose my number, Henderson, walked and was thrown out stealing. Let's see what Ricky can do. Ricky loves Ricky. Here's the pitch from Morris to Ricky Henderson. 4-5. Righty-righty matchup. 4-5. Fly ball to center field. Rinse and repeat. Chet Lemon makes the catch again. 2 down. Playing a little fungo with the center fielder, Chet Lemon. Now I'll bring up Mike Davis, left-handed batting. Right fielder. Davis flew out to right. Let's see if Davis can get a hold of one. He awaits the Morris offering. Pitch homeward bound. 6-8. Davis hoping for it to be great. Left-handed batter, 6-8, swing and a miss. It was great for Jack Morris. 1-2-3, go the A's. That is Morris's 3rd K. We go to the bottom of the 3rd, scoreless here in Detroit. We have a pitcher's duel so far. Everyone in the chat, say John Walkenfuss. It'll just bring a smile to your face. John Walkenfuss has a pet platypus. Indeed he does, John Walkenfuss, with his magic pet platypus. Together they fight crime on ABC this fall. Anyhow, and here comes Tim Conroy for the bottom of the 3rd, and he's humming along that John Walkenfuss song. And he will face the weak-hitting Marty Castillo, who's batting under 200. Then the top of the order, Trammell and Enos Cabell. Marty Castillo, 193, 2 home runs, no triples, 4 doubles. He's in the game because he is a 2 defender with an E5 at the hot corner. All right, Conroy wants to make quick work of Marty Castillo. Here's the pitch to Marty. Marty never saw an out he didn't like. 4-5 to Marty Castillo. He's a righty. 4-5. That's a shallow fly ball to left. Coming in and making the catch is Davis, as Castillo turns and goes to the bench. 1 out. Top of the order for Alan Trammell. Trammell singled, reached 3rd, but would not score as Larry Herndon banged into an inning-ending double play in the bottom of the 1st. Conroy deals to Trammell. 6s across the board. You get your kicks on Route 66. That is a 6-12. 6-12 ground ball back to Conroy. Throws to Gross, 2 down. Scoring at home, that is 1-3. Trammell is now 1 for 2. And here's the first baseman, Enos Cabell. He's a right-handed batter. Cabell walked and was erased on the inning-ending double play. Conroy nods his head. Heath sets the target. The pitch to Enos Cabell. 4-7 to Enos Cabell. He's a righty. 4-7, ball 4. So Cabell walks again. Conroy just can't get him out. So a 2-out walk keeps the inning alive. He's a D stealer. We will hold him on with 2 outs, so it's only a +1, 1 through 14. Clinton Parks is at the ballpark. Hope ball as well. And here's Sweet Lou Whitaker. Whitaker reached on a fielder's choice. Cabell's at first. They're holding him on. Whitaker digs in that left-hander's batter's box. Lefty-lefty matchup. Here's the pitch from Conroy to Whitaker. 1-5 to Whitaker. 1-5. That ball is launched deep, far, high, and gone. 1-5. 1 through 12 is a 2-run homer. We rolled a 12. Bippity boppity boom to the moon, Alice. Boom goes the ball, and Sweet Lou Whitaker touches them all. Enos Cabell greets him at the plate, and just like that, the Tigers are up 2-0 on the 2-run blast by Whitaker. A hanging breaking ball was crushed to the moon, Alice, as I said, to the moon. So 2-0 Tigers. He'd like to have that hanging breaking pitch back. That could be enough for Jack Morris. Tigers don't squander anything here in the bottom of the third. And here comes Larry Herndon. He banged into a double play to end the first. Let's see what Herndon can do. Will they go back-to-back jacks? Conroy still looks out of sort on the mound. Now he deals to Larry Herndon. 3-7. 3-7. Left-handed pitcher. 3-7. That's a single to center. So Larry Herndon singles to center. Keeps the inning alive. A's get bullpen action up. There's no tomorrow in a one-and-done. Tom Bergmeyer frantically starts to warm. And here's the catcher, Lance Parrish. Parrish was a strikeout victim in the second. 1 on, 2 outs, 2-0 Tigers. Bottom of the third thanks to that 2-run homer from Sweet Lou Whitaker. Here's the pitch to Lance Parrish. 2-9 to Parrish, left-handed pitcher. 2-9, ground ball to short. Hill has it, fires to Gross, and the side is retired. Parrish is now 0 for 2, but the 2-run homer by Whitaker gives the Tigers a 2-0 lead as we go to the top of the fourth. Winner advances to the Elite Eight in our 1983 one-and-done tournament. So Conroy hung one, and Whitaker crushed it. Here comes Jack Morris back out to the mound, now with a 2-run lead. Leading off for the A's is Carney Lansford. He'll be followed by Murphy and Lopes. Let's see if the A's can rally here. They've had a few opportunities, obviously haven't taken advantage of it. Here's Carney Lansford. He doubled his first time up. Parrish sets the target, the pitch to Carney. Morris fires in a 4-11 to Lansford. And that's a righty-righty matchup. 4-11. That's a fly ball to right field. Wilson is a 3 defender, and that's an 18. So a 3 and an 18. And Wilson will come racing in and make the catch on the sinking line drive. 1 down. Lansford made a bid for his second hit. But for naught. Nice play by Wilson. And here comes the center fielder for the A's, Dwayne Murphy. Murphy flew out to his counterpart, Chet Lemon. The windup and the pitch from Morris. 2-8 to Murphy. Right-handed pitcher, 2-8. Fly ball to guess who? Chet Lemon in center, 2 down. Base is empty here in the top of the 4th. The A's trailing 2-0. Davey Lopes, the second baseman, strides to the plate. Can he get something going? Lopes popped out to the catcher. Former Dodger digs in that right-hander's batter's box, waiting to grip and rip. He had 17 homers. Morris nods his head. He rocks and deals to Davey Lopes. That's a 3-8 off the Lopes card. 3-8. That's a single to center. So Davey Lopes does keep the inning alive with a single to center. And with 2 outs, the tying run comes to the plate. Left-handed batting first baseman Wayne Gross. Gross had 12 homers. Was it 12 or 9? 12. He did have 12 homers. That's why we put him in the lineup. All right, Lopes will be held on. He's an A stealer. So 1 through 17 becomes 1 through 18 on base running. Can Gross get that 2 column? He's got home runs on that 2 column. Also the 3 column. That's what he's looking for. Morris is going to challenge him with a fastball. It's a 3-9. A 3-9. 3-9. He hits this ball deep to center field. Racing back is Murphy, reaching up, and he makes the catch. 3-9. He needed a 3-11 or a 3-12, and it was a tie ball game. Instead, it's a deep fly out to center. Excuse me, that's Chet Lemon racing back, making the catch. I had Murphy on my mind, as Gross just missed his pitch. We go to the bottom of the 4th, still 2-0 Detroit. Yeah, we got the 3 column, but we needed the 11 or the 12. Didn't get it. As Gross just shakes his head. He was on that fastball, just didn't get enough of it. Morris goes to the dugout with a 2-run lead. And here comes Tim Conroy. Remember, point of weakness is the 6th for Conroy. For Jack Morris, it's the 8th. Leading off for the Tigers is Chet Lemon, who made that fine running catch in center. Followed by Wilson and the best name to say in baseball, John Walkenfuss, who has what, everyone? A pet platypus. Here's Chet Lemon. Lemon grounded to short. The pitch from Conroy to Lemon. Will he make lemonade? 5-6. Pick up some sticks. Right-handed batter. 5-6. And a 4. And that's a shot to the gap. It's going to rattle around in the corner as it takes a weird hop towards the corner. And it's going to be a leadoff triple. 1 through 4 is a triple. On the 5-6, and 5 through 20 would have been a flyout. So a leadoff triple for Chet Lemon. And the Tigers are in business again. So Lemon's at third. Here comes Glenn Wilson. We'll play the infield normal. We'll hope for a strikeout here. Conroy's bearing down. He's got to get something here. Here's the pitch from Conroy to Wilson. Lemon's at third. 3-10. Left-handed pitcher, 3-10. Ground ball, third base A. The runner will not advance as Wilson is thrown out by Carney Lansford. So ground ball A, runner does not advance. He is forced to hold. Here comes John Walkenfuss, the designated hitter. So good job by Conroy. Needs 2 more outs, though. Walkenfuss flew out to left. Castillo is on deck. Do they walk Walkenfuss and hope for a double play ball? And that's just what they will do. They will walk John Walkenfuss. That's an intentional walk. So it'll be first and third. They'll play for 2. And here's Marty Castillo. It's 2-0 Detroit. They're trying to add to it. Castillo flew out to right. Conroy hoping for a ground ball. Double play. Marty Castillo looking to hit that ball to right field. Or any field, just deep enough to score. Lemon, who led off with a triple. Here's the pitch to Marty Castillo. 2-0 Tigers. Castillo looking to add to it. 3s across the board. That's a 3-6 against a left-handed pitcher. 3-6. Swing and a miss. So Castillo strikes out on his card. And now there's 2 down. But now it's the top of the order. And Alan Trammell. Trammell has singled and grounded out to the pitcher. 2-0. Conroy looking to get Trammell here. Tigers hoping to break it open. Heath goes through the signs. Conroy nods his head. Arms down to his chest. The leg kick and the pitch to Trammell. 2-10. 2-10. Single! 2 stars. It's going to be 3-0. So Trammell singles. Lemon scores. Going first to third is Walkenfuss on the 2 stars. And Trammell's at first. 3-0. Tigers. Trammell picks up a ribby. So Chet Lemon scores. Walkenfuss goes to third. Tom Bergmeyer is ready in the pen. Here's Enos Cabell. He's walked twice. This could be the last. And they're going to give Conroy one more batter. Here's the pitch to Cabell. No official at bat, though he's been on base twice. The pitch to Cabell. 3-5 to Enos Cabell. Left-handed pitcher, 3-5, and that's a single, and that's it for Conroy. Single, 2 stars. Walkenfuss comes trotting home. So the intentional walk comes back to haunt. Trammell goes first to third on the single, 2 stars, and Cabell has been on base all 3 times. He's finally singled. He picks up a ribby. 4-0. Tigers. Still first and third. Walkenfuss, Wilson, Trammell, Cabell. Whitaker's already crushed a homer off Conroy. And that is it. So Conroy does not get through 4 innings. He pitches 3 2/3. He's responsible for the runners on first and third. And they go to Tom Bergmeyer. No tomorrow, so here comes Tom Bergmeyer. All hands on deck. Bergmeyer, 6-7, 2.81. He had the save in their first game. He's good for 3 innings. So Conroy boops the bed, as we say. He's out. And here comes Tom Bergmeyer, the former Red Sox. And Twin. I believe he played for the Twins, too. So it's Tom Bergmeyer. And he comes in. Trying to get the final out here in the 4th. And he's going to face Lou Whitaker. Bergmeyer's a lefty. Whitaker's a lefty. Whitaker homered his last time up. 2-run shot. First and third. 2 outs. 4-0 Tigers. Bottom of the 4th. Here's the pitch from Bergmeyer to Whitaker. 3-7. Lefty-lefty matchup. 3-7. Fly ball to right field. This will end it. Waiting to make the catch for the A's is Davis, and the side is retired. But Detroit puts 2 more up with 2 outs. We go to the top of the 5th. 4-0 Detroit. They hope to advance to the Elite 8. They really needed a good start from Conroy. And 4 runs will look to be insurmountable with Jack Morris on the mound and a very weak hitting, in my opinion, Oakland A's lineup. So here comes Jack Morris. 2 more runs to play with. Tigers up 4-0. Let's see if the A's can make it interesting here, folks. It will be Heath, Hancock, and Hill, the bottom third of the Oakland Athletic order. Morris wants to make quick work. Mike Heath walked his first time up. Here's the pitch to the Oakland Athletic catcher. And Morris tosses up a 2-8. Righty-righty matchup. 2-8. Swing and a miss way out in front of that breaking pitch. That is Jack Morris's 4th strikeout. As the Tigers throw the ball around the infield, there's 1 down. And here's Gary Hancock. He struck out his first time up, left-handed batting DH. The pitch to Hancock. Morris fires in a 4-6. He challenges Hancock. Left-handed batter. 4-6 and a 3, and that's a single to center. Line drive to center. So Hancock singles on the split. On the 4-6, 1 through 4 is a single. We rolled a 3. So the A's get a base runner. They need a lot more. And here's the shortstop, Donnie Hill, switch hitter batting lefty. He flew out to center. And Chet Lemon. So Hancock's at first. He's a D-stealer. They won't hold him on with 1 out. The pitch to Donnie Hill, batting from the left side. 2-7 off a right-handed pitcher. 2-7, swing and a miss. 5th K for Jack Morris. High heat, and Hill just couldn't catch up to it. So there's 2 down. Morris has struck out 2 in this inning. Will he strike out the side? Hancock will be off on contact. They will hold him on with 2 outs now. So he'll go +1, 1 through 13. Top of the order, Ricky Henderson. Ricky Don't Lose My Numbers walked, was thrown out stealing by Parrish, and flew to center to Chet Lemon. Can Henderson find a gap? Morris rocks and deals to Ricky Don't Lose My Number, Henderson. Ricky loves Ricky. That's a 3-6 to Ricky Henderson. Righty-righty matchup. 3-6 and a 6. That's a fly ball deep to left field, but not deep enough. Making the catch at the wall is Herndon. That was a split homer. 1 or 2 would have been a homer. 3 through 20, a deep fly out to left, and the inning is over. So Ricky is 0 for 2. We go to the bottom of the 5th, 4-0 Detroit. So the A's have had a couple of split opportunities for homers and have not cashed in, though they're what they call in Strat terminology a skinny split. I learned that from watching people play Strat. So Jack Morris still tossing a shutout through 5. And Tom Bergmeyer will try to keep it a 4-run deficit. Bergmeyer will face Herndon, Parrish, and Chet Lemon. 4-0 Tigers, bottom of the 5th. Larry Herndon has banged into a double play and singled. He's 1 for 2. Here's the pitch from Bergmeyer to Herndon. 5-7. Herndon's a righty. 5-7. Strike 3 looking. Froze him with the breaking pitch. 1 down. That's off the Bergmeyer card. Here's the Tiger catcher, Lance Parrish. Parrish is 0 for 2. He struck out and grounded to short. Bergmeyer rocks and deals to Lance Parrish. 6-4. Another right-handed batter. 6-4. This would be a play for the catcher, Mike Heath. He's a 2 defender, and that's a 14. So a 2 and a 14 is a pop-up in front of the plate. And Heath makes the catch. So Parrish pops out to his counterpart, Mike Heath. 2 up, 2 down. Bergmeyer trying to steady the ship and hope that the A's somehow generate some offense. Here's the center fielder for the Tigers, Chet Lemon. Lemon has grounded out. He's tripled and scored. 1 for 2. He awaits the Bergmeyer offering. Pitch homeward bound to Chet Lemon. 5-8 to Chet Lemon. Again off the Bergmeyer card. Right-handed batter. 5-8. Fly ball to left. This will end the inning. Making the catch in left field is Henderson. I got tongue-tied there for a moment. So Ricky Henderson makes the catch. We're through 5. It's still 4-0 Tigers as we go to the top of the 6th. Due up for the A's, Davis, Lansford, and Murphy. This is the part of the order that's got to get something done here, folks. So Bergmeyer's pitched an inning and a third. And here comes Jack Morris. And Mike Davis will lead things off. Davis is 0 for 2. He's flown to right and struck out. Parrish wiggles the fingers, sets the target. Morris deals to Mike Davis. 5-7. Davis, a left-handed batter. 5-7. Strike 3. Tied him up inside. They say he went far enough. Another K for Jack Morris. That's the second time he's gotten Mike Davis. That's now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strikeouts for Jack Morris. Tigers toss it around the infield. Here's Carney Lansford. Lansford has doubled and flown to right field. The pitch to Lansford. Morris fires in a 5-6 righty-righty matchup. 5-6 and a 14, and that's a single to left center field. So Lansford is now 2 for 3. A 1-out single for Carney. Lansford, D. Steeler will not be held on until 2 outs. When there's 2 outs, we hold everybody on. That's just the way I play. And here's Dwayne Murphy, center fielder. Has some pop in his bat, though he's flown out twice to Chet Lemon. If he goes yard, he cuts the Tigers' lead in half. Morris hoping to induce a double play ball. Trammell and Whitaker pinch that middle. Morris peeks to first, even though no one's holding on Lansford. Escobar bluffed going to the bag. And now here's the pitch to Dwayne Murphy. 4-2, how do you do? Left-handed batter, 4-2, and that's a shallow fly ball to left. Herndon comes in and makes the catch. Retreating back to first is Lansford, so there's 2 outs. Lansford will be off on contact. They will hold him close now, so he becomes a +1 with 2 outs, 1 through 15. And here's Davey Lopes. Lopes with 17 homers. A's fans wishing, wanting, praying that Lopes goes yard. A bippity-boppity-boom. And you'll hear the cheers from Oakland. The windup and the pitch from Morris to Davey Lopes, the former Dodger. And that's a 3-5. Righty-righty matchup. 3-5 and a 16, and that is a single. A 1 would have been a double. We rolled a 16. It's a single. 2 stars going first to third is Carney Lansford, and with 2 outs, the A's have something going here. They have to capitalize, though, and that's Lopes' second hit. He's now 2 for 3. Now bring up Wayne Gross. Gross has had no hits. He's 0 for 2. He struck out and flown deep to center. As we did get that 3 column, but we got a 9. We need an 11 or a 12. The 2 column, we need an 8 through 12. Actually a 5 through 12. We really want that 2 column. Let's see if Gross can come through in the clutch with 2 outs. Parrish goes out to have a quick word with Jack Morris. 4-0 Detroit. They hope to advance to the Elite Eight. Here's the pitch to the left-handed batting Wayne Gross. He's looking to catch one here. And that's a 1-9. That's not the column you want if you're Wayne Gross. Right-handed pitcher. 1-9. Line shot right at the shortstop. Alan Trammell, and the side is retired. Once again, Gross smacks the ball hard, but with nothing to show for it. The A's strand 2 runners on the corners. We go to the bottom of the 6th, still 4-0 Detroit. So the A's squander another opportunity. Opportunities lost. That will be the story in tomorrow's paper in Oakland. A's surprise winner to get to the Sweet 16. So Jack Morris continues to throw a shutout through 6. Here comes Tom Bergmeyer back up on the bump. Tim Conroy started but couldn't make it through 4. He's responsible for all 4 of the runs charged to Oakland. Due up for the Tigers, Wilson, Walkenfuss, God, I love saying that name, and Castillo. There has been a platypus sighting in the Tigers dugout, as I guess John Walkenfuss, it's true, he has brought his pet platypuses, he does have a few, to the game. The fans love it. They love petting the platypus. Dave Little is at the ballpark. Check out that wonderful channel. He says, Jack Morris is a beast. And speaking of beasts, as you just have heard, John Walkenfuss has brought a couple of his pet platypuses to the stadium. The fans are loving it. As platypuses hats all around. Here's the pitch to Glenn Wilson from Tom Bergmeyer. That's 4s across the board. That's a 4-8. Wilson is 0 for 1. He's walking ground to third. So that's a 4-8 off the Bergmeyer card. 4-8, and he's walked again. So Wilson is at first. He's not stealing. He's an E base stealer. They will not. And here comes the aforementioned John Walkenfuss. And just when they say that name over the loudspeaker, you can see the platypuses come to his attention. They know that's Daddy up at the plate. Walkenfuss has adopted, I believe, now 53 platypuses. I didn't even know there were that many in the world. All right, here's the pitch to John Walkenfuss. He wants to hit one out for his beloved platypuses. Bergmeyer tosses up a 4-4 to John Walkenfuss. He's a right-handed batter. 4, and a 2. John Walkenfuss hits his ball deep to center field, racing back, leaping, but not making the catch is Murphy, and that's going to rattle around, and Walkenfuss is going to cruise into third, scoring all the way from first is Wilson. The walk does hurt Bergmeyer, and it's now 5-0 as John Walkenfuss points to the dugout and the platypuses, and he said, I did it for you, little fellas. I did it for you, little fellas. So John Walkenfuss triples for the platypuses. Good for John Walkenfuss. And it's 5-0 Detroit as platypus fever has gripped the stadium here. As the chant goes up, platypus, platypus, platypus. We love you, John Walkenfuss. All righty, here's Marty Castillo. Here's the pitch from Bergmeyer to Castillo. You know you're in trouble if Marty gets a hit. That's a 4-10. Right-handed batter. 4-10. Fly ball center field. Murphy's a 1 defender, and that's a 4. So a 1 and a 4 is a fly ball B. Fly ball B. Runner on third scores. So trotting in is John Walkenfuss to a huge hand. And the weak-hitting Marty Castillo will pick up a ribby, as that's the first out of the inning. as he flies out to center. As that's a sack and an RBI. And it's now 6-0 Tigers. And look at those platypuses greet John Walkenfuss. They just love him. Affectionate little creatures. A mammal that lays eggs. How do you like that? And has a duck bill. God had a good old laugh when he created them. Dave Little says, nothing like a heartwarming platypus story to brighten up the holiday season. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Here's Alan Trammell. The platypuses are just going wild in that dugout. Here's the pitch to Trammell. 6-4 to Alan Trammell. Off the Bergmeyer card, 6-4. This would be a play for Heath. He's a 2 defender, and we rolled a 12. So a 2 and a 12 will go to an error check. Heath's error check is a 14. So you want a high roll on a 14. That's a 7. I don't know if that's going to be high enough. And no, it's not. That's an error. So it's a throwing error on Heath. On a 14, a 3 through 9 and a 12 is an error. We rolled a 7, and that's an error. So he reaches on the E2. So Trammell's at first, and here's Enos Cabell. Bergmeyer hoping for a double play ball. The pitch to Cabell, that's a 1-10. Left-handed pitcher, 1-10. Nope, that's a single to left. Trammell. Single to left. Henderson has a +2 arm. Trammell was being, yes, he was being held on, so he's a -1. So it's a +1, 1 through 15. They're going to try to go first to third, and he is out. He is out. Thank God. So Trammell took a chance on the arm of Henderson, and Henderson throws him out. As Cabell singled to left. Out 7-5. So there's 2 down. 6-0 Tigers. And Sparky Anderson, none too happy with Alan Trammell. But you know what? You got those cute little platypuses in the dugout, and Sparky just starts laughing, but tells Alan, don't ever do that crap again. Here's Sweet Lou Whitaker. Whitaker is 1 for 3. He had a 2-run homer. The pitch to Sweet Lou from Tom Bergmeyer. Lefty-lefty matchup, 1-10. 1-10, and that's a single, 2 stars. Unbelievable. The hit parade continues for the Tigers. Going first to third is Cabell. And Whitaker's now 2 for 4. And I'll bring up Larry Herndon. A's continue to have some bullpen action. Herndon, right-handed batting. Left fielder has singled, banged into a double play, and struck out. Runners on the corners, 2 outs, 6-0. Tigers, bottom of the 6th. The pitch to Larry Herndon from the lefty Tom Bergmeyer. That's a 6-8. Herndon hoping for it to be great. 6-8. Line shot! Making the leaping catch at short is Hill. He just robbed Larry Herndon. The side is mercifully over. But once again, the Tigers put 2 up on the board. We go to the top of the 7th, 6-0 Detroit. They're looking good to go to that Elite 8. And so neither Conroy or Bergmeyer can slow down this Tiger offense. And the joy of that victory that the A's had to make it to the Sweet 16 is quickly evaporating. Here comes Jack Morris. Now he has a 6-0 lead. Again, his point of weakness check does not start until the 8th. I like the Tigers in this tournament. Definitely have the pitching have a decent enough offense. All right. So Jack Morris will face Heath, Hancock, and Hill. Triple H. Triple H. Here's the pitch to Mike Heath. Heath has walked and struck out. Morris fires in a 3-9. He's challenging Heath. Righty-righty matchup. 3-9. Hard hit ball to third. Up with it is Castillo. He throws across the diamond for out number 1 as he throws to Cabell. Heath is out 5-3. If you're just joining us here in the top of the 7th, it's Platypus Fever, folks. And it's 6-0 Tigers. Here's Gary Hancock, designated hitter. He's 1 for 2. He's singled and struck out. He awaits the Morris offering. Here's the pitch from Jack. That's a 3-8 from Morris. 3-8, and that's another single. So inserting Gary Hancock into the lineup has actually worked. We just probably should have batted him a little higher in the order. So Hancock's at first, and here's Donnie Hill, switch hitting shortstop. He made a fine play to retire the side. A leaping catch on the line, shot by Herndon. He has flown to center and struck out. Batting lefty off the right-handed throwing Morris. The pitch to Donnie Hill. Morris challenges him with a fastball. That's a 4-4. Will it close the door? 4-4. Fly ball center field. That's to Chet Lemon. Lemon's a 1 defender, and that's a 2. A 1 and a 2. Racing back, reaching up, and making the catch is Chet Lemon. Retreating back to first is Hancock. So once again, Donnie Hill flies out to Chet Lemon. He's now 0 for 3. Top of the order, Ricky Henderson, 0 for 2. He's walked and was thrown out stealing, and that was at the beginning of the game. It was a bad omen for the A's. Here's the pitch to Ricky. Don't lose my number. Ricky loves Ricky. 2-7 to Ricky Henderson. Righty-righty matchup. 2-7 single to right. So Henderson singles, and Hancock will stop at second. We forgot to put his little doodad on the base. We're not. So it's first and second, 2 outs. Hancock advances 90 feet and stops. Ricky picks up his first hit. And here is Mike Davis. So let's see what Mike Davis can do. Parrish goes out to have a word with Morris. Morris just looks at him and says, I'm fine. Go back behind the plate. Parrish goes back behind the plate, squats down, sets the target. Mike Davis is 0 for 3. He's flown to right and struck out twice. If he goes yard, they cut the lead in half. Morris kicks and deals to Mike Davis. 2 outs, 2 on. 6-0 Tigers, top of the 7th. And that is a 6-9. Left-handed batter, 6-9. Slowly hit ball to second base. Lopes has it. Whitaker has it. Throws to Cabell, and the side is retired. Davis is 0 for 4. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Still 6-0 Tigers. It has not been pretty here in Detroit if you're an Athletics fan. If you're a Tigers fan, you're loving it. It's Platypus Fever, folks. Platypus Fever. Just got some news from the dugout. One of John Walkenfuss's platypus has laid an egg. So Walkenfuss will be a grandpapa once again when it comes to platypuses. So much joy throughout the stadium as they've announced it. 6-0 Tigers. Look at all the fans wearing those platypus hats. Again, fake platypuses. It's not like they killed platypuses. So it's Parrish, Lemon, and Wilson to face Tom Bergmeyer. Bergmeyer, we're in the 7th. Point of weakness. So 7th is 4. He's pitched 3 1/3. No, he's pitched 2 1/3. So after 2/3, point of weakness will start. Here's the pitch to Lance Parrish from Bergmeyer. That's a 2-3. What will it be? We shall see off the Parrish card. 2-3. 3, that's a pop out to second, and I shall be back in a moment as Parrish pops out to Lopes. All right, we're back. We have 1 out, and Chet Lemon comes to plate. Parrish popped out to Lopes. Here's the pitch to Chet Lemon. 6-0 Tigers in the bottom of the 7th, and that's a 1-7. A 1-7. 1-7, and Lemon's hit by a pitch. Ooh, wow, I don't know if that was intentional. So he reaches first on hit by pitch. So Chet Lemon's at first. One out, and here comes the right fielder, Glenn Wilson. The pitch to Wilson. Bergmeyer tosses up a 4-7. 4-7, right-handed batter. 4-7, that's a single to left. And that's going to be it for, let's see, we're going to try to get through this inning with Tom Bergmeyer. We don't want to make another pitching change, but I think we might have to. First and second, 1 out. A point of weakness check starts after 2 outs, so actually there's no point of weakness check yet. And here's John Walkenfuss. He tripled his last time up. Let's see what Walkenfuss can do here. The Platypuses are very excited to see Daddy John Walkenfuss at the plate. The pitch to Walkenfuss, doing it for the Platypuses. 6-10 to John Walkenfuss. Right-handed batter, 6-10, ground ball to third. Third baseman is Lansford. Lansford's a 3 defender, and that's a 6, so a 3-6. God, let this be a double play ball, but I don't think it is. So a 3-6 goes to an error check. Lansford's an E22. That's definitely a high roll here. E22, we need a high roll. That's Snake Eyes. So on an E22, Snake Eyes, we roll the white die. A 1 is an error. A 2 through 6 is an inning-ending double play. It's a 4. So that's 5 to 4 to 3, and the inning is over. So Walkenfuss bangs into a double play. But the Platypuses don't mind. Bergmeyer wiggles out of it. We go to the top of the 8th, 6-0 Detroit. So Walkenfuss bangs into the double play. Jack Morris comes back up on the bump. He's looking for that complete game shutout. Top of the 8th, point of weakness check for Morris. Tigers strand 2. And here's Jack Morris. A's have had their opportunities. They have not cashed in. It will be Lansford, Murphy, and Lopes. The pitch to Carney Lansford. That's a 5-7 to Carney Lansford. Righty-righty matchup. 5-7 strikeout. Another K for Jack Morris. He now has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 strikeouts for Morris. Dwayne Murphy strides a plate. He deals to the left-handed batting Murphy. That's a 1-7. Right-handed pitcher, 1-7. Another strikeout, swing and a miss. Murphy chases high and tight. That's strikeout number 8. Morris looking to strike out the side here. Here's Davey Lopes. Lopes, 2 for 3. He's popped out the catcher and has 2 singles. Parrish goes through the signs. Morris nods his head. The windup and the pitch to Davey Lopes, 6-11. Righty-righty matchup. 6-11, ground ball to first. The first baseman is Cabell. He's a 3 defender, and that's a 12. So a 3 and a 12 goes to an error check. Cabell's error rating is a 6, so he's a pretty decent defender at first. And that's a 4. And Cabell boots the ball. 3, 4, and 10, an error. The inning stays alive. Lopes reaches on the E3. And here's Wayne Gross, 6-0, 2 outs, runner at first, top of the 8th. The windup and the pitch, the left-handed batting Wayne Gross, 2-6. Pick up some sticks. 2-6, and that's a walk. So with 2 outs, after the error, Morris really upset with Cabell. Parrish goes out to have a word with him. Says, come on, let's get this last out here. We're up 6-0. Top of the 8th, 2 outs. And here's Mike Heath, the catcher. Morris takes a deep breath, arms down to his chest. The windup and the pitch to Heath. 3-7. Will the A's rally here? At first and second. Forgot to put the little pegs. 3-7. Righty-righty matchup. 3-7. Swing and a miss. So an error, a walk, but Morris still strikes out the side. I believe that's 9 Ks now. Let's do a quick check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Morris has struck out 9. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. Still 6-0 Tigers. Morris has 9 Ks. He'll go for the complete game shutout and try to get 10 or more strikeouts. So a marvelous effort by the Beast, as Dave Little called him, Jack Morris. And Tom Bergmeyer will try to get these final 3 outs and get to the top of the 9th. Point of weakness check now for Bergmeyer. He's given up 2 runs since coming in from the bullpen. Conroy gave up 4. He'll face Castillo, Trammell, and Cabell. Here's the pitch to Marty Castillo. Last time up, had a sac fly for a ribby. And that's a 3-8 to Marty Castillo. Against a left-handed pitcher. 3-8, fly ball to left, out number 1. Making the catch is Henderson. Now I'll bring up Alan Trammell. Trammell is 2 for 4. He's 2 singles and a ribby. The lefty Bergmeyer deals to Trammell. That's a 5-7 to Alan Trammell. 5-7, and that's a strikeout. Whiffs on the pitch in the dirt. Heath tags Trammell to complete the strikeout. So there's 2 outs. And the man who made the error, Enos Cabell, comes to the plate. The pitch to Cabell, 3-11 to Enos Cabell, the former Houston Astro. Left-handed pitcher, 3-11, fly ball, left field. Henderson coming in, makes the catch, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3. Go the Tigers. We go to the top of the 9th. 6-0 Detroit. They look like they're ready to go to the Elite 8, folks. And it's Jack Morris looking for the complete game. The A's have to rally, to say the least. And it's Jack Morris back up on the bump, looking for 3 outs and a complete game shutout victory over the Oakland A's. Tigers up 3-0. A's down to their final 3 outs of tournament life. It's Hancock, Hill, and Henderson. Lots of H's on this Oakland Athletic team. Here's a pitch to Gary Hancock, who's 2 for 3, struck out and singled twice. Morris fires in a 3-6, challenging him with a 6-run lead. 3-6. 3-6, ground ball to first base. Fielding it is Cabell. He waves off Morris, steps on the bag. 1 down. Let's double check that. 3-6, ground ball first. So it's a ground out, 3 unassisted. A's down to the final 2 outs. Switch hitting Donnie Hill comes to the plate. Hill is 0 for 3. He's flown out to center twice and struck out. Choking up on the bat in the left-hander batter's box. Here's a pitch from Morris to Hill. And Hill's got a hill to climb, that's for sure. That's a 5-10 to Donnie Hill. Left-handed batter, 5-10. This will be a play for Lance Parrish. Parrish is a 1 defender, and that's a 13. I believe that will be bad luck for Donnie Hill, a 1-13. Is a dribbler in front of the plate. Parrish picks it up, fires to Cabell, 2 down. As the Tigers get up on the top step of the dugout, scoring at home, that goes 2-3. The A's are down to their final out, and it's Ricky loves Ricky. You know Ricky doesn't want to make the last out. Ricky is 1 for 3. This was the bad omen. Ricky walked to start off the game and then was thrown out trying to steal second on a bang-bang play. Parrish to Trammell. Since then, he's flown to center, flown to left, and singled in his last plate appearance. Morris looking for the final out here in a 6-0 victory that will propel the Tigers to the Elite Eight in their 1983 one-and-done tournament. Here's the pitch to Ricky Henderson from Jack Morris. That's a 1-8. 1-8. Swing and a miss, and the ball game is over. I believe that is the 10th strikeout for Morris. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So Morris ends the game in style with his 10th strikeout. He'll be player of the game, Jack Morris. The Tigers and Jack Morris just steamroll the Oakland Athletics 6-0 in the Sweet 16 of our 1983 one-and-done tournament. Card&Dice, Strat-O-Matic. This is my original Strat-O-Matic set, and they will advance to the Elite Eight. Jack Morris, the winner and player of the game. Morris goes 9 innings, gives up no runs, strikes out 10. The losing pitcher is Conroy. He went 3 2/3. He gave up 4 runs. Bergmeyer came in the 4th, so he went 4 1/3 innings. Bergmeyer actually went longer than the starter, and he gave up 2 runs. So the losing pitcher is Conroy. The winning pitcher is Morris. He's also the player of the game. He struck out 10. Tigers win 6-0. I'd like to thank everyone who was in the chat. We had a lot of fun tonight. Greatly appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the game. At least we saw Jack Morris strike out 10. So, alrighty. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. All that wonderful stuff. God bless. Peace on earth. Goodwill to men, women, children. Everybody. Tigers advance to the Elite Eight, 6-0. You know what's coming, folks. Peace! Love you all. Take care. Bye-bye.